Hey, what's up everyone? I want to show you how I learned to hold an L-sit and how I went from this to this in only 9 days and eventually got to this in 37 days. So let me show you how I learned it and what I did from day to day. Later on, I will also give you some extra tips to make sure that you will get your L-sit down quicker. So let's get right into it. On day 1, I started by watching a tutorial from this guy. Then I got myself some books to elevate myself because doing it from the ground is way too difficult for the start. The first exercise I had to do was to extend my triceps to get my butt off the floor while keeping my legs on the ground. The next progression was to lift your legs and tuck them in, so that would be a tucked L-sit, which surprisingly I was able to do. I was really wobbly and I couldn't really hold myself up, but I still managed to hold it for like 2 seconds, which made me really happy, as you can see. I then did the next progression, which is holding the tucked L-sit and then just extending one leg. I was getting a bit ahead of myself, but I just wanted to see what I was able to do. I then said fuck the books, I can do it without. But I failed miserably. I couldn't even get myself off the ground. Without some kind of support to elevate your body, it's really difficult to just do it off the ground if you're a beginner. So I went back to the books and did the next progression he showed, which was just holding yourself with the arms extended and keeping your legs straight and just lifting one at a time. So day 1 was just trying a bunch of stuff to see where I'm at, and I was surprised that I was able to hold the tucked L-sit for a few wobbly seconds, which really motivated me for the next day. Day 2, I started with some basic progressions. The first one was to lift one leg at a time while keeping the other one on the ground. Then I tried holding the tucked L-sit again and managed to do so for a few seconds. I then did another progression, tucking in one leg while keeping the other one on the ground. That's all I did for day 2. Starting with day 3, I did some ab exercises like the hollow body hold, some kind of leg raise, and whatever this is. Then I practiced the tucked L-sit and stretched afterwards because I thought my legs were not flexible enough to keep them straight. On day 4, I only did 3 sets of tucked L-sits. On day 5, I also only practiced the tucked L-sit and managed to hold it for 20 seconds, a new record. On day 6, I practiced the tucked L-sit with no progressions or ab work because I'm already able to hold the tucked L-sit for quite some time and I don't have any problems with it anymore. As you can see, I managed to hold it for 30 seconds. On day 7, I decided to use chairs to elevate myself higher and then tried to go from a tucked L-sit to a real L-sit, and I was able to hold it for a few seconds. On day 8, I did some triceps extensions, then I did another tucked L-sit hold for 25 seconds this time. After that, I tried to hold the L-sit with my legs bent, which kinda worked. Then I did a new progression, which is extending one leg in the tucked L-sit hold and then alternating the legs. And for the last exercise, I did some kind of leg raise. And on day 9, I went straight for the real L-sit hold and I was able to hold it for 6 seconds. I was really happy, as you can see, but I still wasn't satisfied, so I kept practicing. And on day 21, I was able to hold it for 11 seconds. I almost doubled my L-sit hold, but as you can see, I'm leaning backwards while doing the L-sit, which is not ideal, so I kept training. On day 30, I decided to take shorter books and I managed to hold it again for only 11 seconds, but I did get lower to the ground, which makes it harder, and I also stopped leaning backwards, but I kept practicing. And this is what my L-sit looks like now after 37 days. I'm able to hold the L-sit for 20 seconds now. And yes, I'm also able to hold the L-sit without any books. And this is also 2 months after the last clip I showed you. I stopped practicing the L-sit at that time, but I'm still able to hold it with no problems. So you won't lose the skill once you get it. And now I will share some tips and progressions. First off, I would highly recommend getting yourself some thick books or parallettes. So for the first progression, hold yourself in the air with the triceps extension like this. Then you will tuck in one leg and keep the other one straight on the floor. And then you will alternate. And then, while having one leg in the tucked position, try getting in the other one. And there you go, you can now hold the tucked L-sit. And if you can do a tucked L-sit, the real L-sit is not far away. And the easiest way to get from the tucked L-sit to a proper one is with this progression. Do a tucked L-sit and extend only one leg at a time and return to the tucked L-sit. You need to be able to hold the tucked L-sit for at least 20 to 30 seconds before attempting this progression. And if you're able to extend one leg at a time with no problems, you're ready for the next progression, which is almost like a full L-sit already. From the tucked L-sit, extend both legs into a full L-sit or almost to a full one, and then immediately get back into the tucked L-sit. And soon you will be able to hold your legs in the full L-sit position for longer periods of time. Congratulations, you can now hold an L-sit. One more tip, when you extend your triceps, don't push your chest out. Really lean into it and tuck your chin in. This way you get further away from the ground. Also, your hands should not be that far apart. They should be as close to you as possible, or maybe even a little below your butt. This way you will also get higher off the ground. If you aren't yet stable in the tucked L-sit position, just keep learning and your body will eventually get used to it, and sooner or later you will be able to hold the proper L-sit with no problems. You will see improvements from day to day if you keep practicing. So yeah, that's how I learned how to hold the L-sit in 9 days and really got good at it in 37 days. So if you found this video helpful and enjoyed it, consider leaving a like or subscribing, as it really helps me. I hope this video motivated you. Keep practicing and don't give up. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.